doctor.
Riaan Cruywagen is heralded as the legendary face of Afrikaans news, and he's admirably handled his fame and vocation with dignity and integrity.
Television news broadcasting, of course, is a stressful business, and the adrenaline sometimes flow very strongly, and people get tense. But you have to keep your butterflies fly in formation. As long as you can do that, you're okay. And you should have a positive attitude towards your work and your colleagues. I have certainly aged since I started broadcasting on television 37 years ago, I assure you. People just think that I haven't aged because they see me regularly. And probably the best advice I ever received was to eat healthily, not to consume junk food. I don't smoke. I use alcohol in moderation. I get exercise, and perhaps that has contributed to my appearance, I would hope. I get up at about 5:30 in the morning. I read my morning newspapers, and note the plural, because as a news presenter I have to be informed about what goes on in the world. So I read newspapers, news magazines. About 3:30 in the afternoon I drive to the SABC to become involved in the evening's news. First go for panel beating. I no longer go for makeup at my age. Then I go to the newsroom to see what is on the running order for the evening's news. Welcome to Studio 10. This is the studio from where we broadcast the Afrikaans news at 7 o'clock on SABC2. When it's 7 o'clock, I say good evening, and that's it. That's my routine.
A routine we are going to miss. As a pop culture icon, Riaan is very personable and also humorous off camera.
He's very professional and he's very humble. He respects all of us, but he wants all things to go his way. He's very strictly. Well, he's a funny man. He's professional.
During the countdown, the 10-second countdown, I would just whisper to him, said, okay, get ready now, we're about to start. And then someday I would just say, let's enjoy this bulletin. Then it makes him really. And then he came to me and said, you know what, a lot of time I thought I was just took it to the machine, but now I realize that there are people behind the machine.
One of the funny stories that I remember was we had a fly in the studio, and while we were on air, as I was counting him down, he flipped the fly on air, and he mentioned that there's a fly in studio on air. That was like one of the most funniest stories ever.
It was published in Afrikaans in April, and then on public demand it was translated, and it was released at the end of October, and I believe it was well received too by the public. It's simply called What's News, and you know why I call it this? It's because when people see me, they say, "Hi, Riaan, what's news?"
The Miyagi of awesomeness, Riaan Cruywagen, a.k.a. Cray Cray.
Laughter and humor are of paramount importance in my life. I believe that laughter and laughing assists in the secretion of endorphins, if I pronounce it correctly. I don't know, Dr. Moll, I'm not a doctor. It helps you relax, it puts your mind at ease, and it makes you such a much more pleasant person. I pride myself in having a good sense of humor, and I don't take myself too seriously. That is why I agreed to take part in that very funny promo for the Luris last year, where I sat in a jacuzzi with 8 girls in bikinis. It was fun doing that.
I'm in a jacuzzi.
Yes, after 37 years, I am now at last retiring. Probably to the relief of many people. I would hope that there would be a few people that might say we're sorry to see him go. But, you know, having presented almost 8,000 television news bulletins during the past 37 years, I think I owe it to my wife and my family to spend some time with them in the evenings and over weekends as well. I am now looking forward to be in a position also to go to the theatre, to go to concerts, to go to the movies, to go and eat out, to go away for a weekend or a long weekend. Do things that people who work normal working hours can enjoy.
Cray Cray, out.
I wanna live the best life.